Nigga getting the bag while your mama dance and shout. Running game on my people trying to take a Jew out. It's the money grab, got a pastor counting heads, cause the spirit been dead. Got a Jew seeing red, cause his mouth is full of lies. A Edomite in disguise, cause his mind ain't circumcised. He leading a Jew to the fire. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death. Ezekiel 37 trying to give a Jew the breath. Give me 7 seconds, man, I'm almost there. It's the saviors of the earth trying to get the people help. These pastors going insane. The Bible better change. They only preaching for the fame. The Bible better change. I see my people pockets drained. The Bible better change. The hood ain't gon' change. The Bible better change. The church is the problem, man. The Bible better change. They giving empty promises, man. The Bible better change. It's a doggone shame. The Bible better change. Got to expose the evil, man. The Bible better change. Trying to take the chains out the Bible better change. The Bible better change. Trying to take the chains out the Bible better change. The Bible better change. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth. Y'all know what time it is. IUIC, Birmingham, Alabama. No more listing the lies and paying tithes. These pastors going insane. The Bible better change. They only preaching for the fame. The Bible better change. I see my people pockets drained. The Bible better change. The hood ain't gon' change. The Bible better change. The church is the problem, man. The Bible better change. They giving empty promises, man. The Bible better change. It's a doggone shame. The Bible better change. Got to expose the evil, man. The Bible better change.
Got so many churches on the block to see the people. Time to take the chains out the Bible, better expose the evil. Send our letters to all the pastors so that we can meet up. You didn't accept the invitation, let's turn the heat up. Your pastor out here prophet lying, prostitute and take it time. You better watch them right, your king, cause that boy be a pedophile. Look at them, they living vibe, my people sleep, they in and out. Can't see that they lead us wild, all because of trending style. Telling us to stop teaching that truth, oh you don't did it now. Cal said deploy them and set up cap and then we bring it out. Demons coming with that doctor, so you know we mow it down. Bible belt destroyed because the Israelites right in your town.
From the east to the west, to the north, to the south. Pastor Pochop been running his mouth. Nigga getting the bag while your mama dance and shout. Running game on my people trying to take a Jew out. It's the money grab, got a pastor counting heads, cause the spirit been dead. Got a Jew seeing red, cause his mouth is full of lies. A Edomite in disguise, cause his mind ain't circumcised. He leading a Jew to the fire. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death. Ezekiel 37 trying to give a Jew the breath. Give me 7 seconds, man, I'm almost there. It's the saviors of the earth trying to get the people help. These pastors going insane. The Bible better change. They only preaching for the fame. The Bible better change. I see my people pockets drained. The Bible better change. The hood ain't gon' change. The Bible better change. The church is the problem, man. The Bible better change. They giving empty promises, man. The Bible better change. It's a doggone shame. The Bible better change. Got to expose the evil, man. The Bible better change. Trying to take the chains out the Bible better change. The Bible better change. Trying to take the chains out the Bible better change. The Bible better change. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth. Y'all know what time it is. IUIC, Birmingham, Alabama. No more listing the lies and paying tithes. These pastors going insane. The Bible better change. They only preaching for the fame. The Bible better change. I see my people pockets drained. The Bible better change. The hood ain't gon' change. The Bible better change. The church is the problem, man. The Bible better change. They giving empty promises, man. The Bible better change. It's a doggone shame. The Bible better change. Got to expose the evil, man. The Bible better change.
Got so many churches on the block to see the people. Time to take the chains out the Bible, better expose the evil. Send our letters to all the pastors so that we can meet up. You didn't accept the invitation, let's turn the heat up. Your pastor out here prophet lying, prostitute and take it time. You better watch them right, your king, cause that boy be a pedophile. Look at them, they living vibe, my people sleep, they in and out. Can't see that they lead us wild, all because of trending style. Telling us to stop teaching that truth, oh you don't did it now. Cal said deploy them and set up cap and then we bring it out. Demons coming with that doctor, so you know we mow it down. Bible belt destroyed because the Israelites right in your town.
From the east to the west, to the north, to the south. Pastor Poach Chop been running his mouth. Nigga getting the bag while your mama dance and shout. Running game on my people trying to take a Jew out. It's the money grab, got a pastor counting heads, cause the spirit been dead. Got a Jew seeing red, cause his mouth is full of lies. A Edomite in disguise, cause his mind ain't circumcised. He leading a Jew to the fire. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death. Ezekiel 37 trying to give a Jew the breath. Give me 7 seconds, man, I'm almost there. It's the saviors of the earth trying to give the people help. These pastors going insane. The Bible better change. They only preaching for the fame. The Bible better change. I see my people pockets drained. The Bible better change. The hood ain't gon' change. The Bible better change. The church is the problem, man. The Bible better change. They giving empty promises, man. The Bible better change. It's a doggone shame. The Bible better change. Got to expose the evil, man. The Bible better change. The Bible better change. Take the chains out the Bible better change. The Bible better change. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth.
Family, shalom, shalom. Hey, welcome to another episode of
Bible Built Unchained.
Wow. It's like our captain did. Hey, I'm going to be your host today. Hey, all praise to the Most High. I am Officer Key Dunn, a.k.a. Tip of the Spear.
Right.
To my left.
Oh, there we go.
Dark side.
You already know what it
The
is.
Dark Brothers is back.
Satchel of Rocks.
The darkest dark.
Officer Zahaya, a.k.a. Show Love. You already know what it
Officer
is.
Jeremiah, a.k.a. Avon McCall.
There you go.
Light-skinned brothers.
To my
Oh,
right.
man, I'm not light skinned. Hey, Officer Abishai, you know what it is. Black Dynamite.
So, shalom, everybody. Officer Soraya, sticking the cut.
Stick in the cut.
Hey, and family, we got a good episode for y'all today. Hey, we got to give out a shout out to Captain Yadin, the
Big
mighty.
Judd,
Hey, all praise to the Most
AKA.
High for him.
Mr. Rogers.
Hey, we need that cut out, man. We
Mr.
gotta have
Rogers.
AI Judd somewhere. You know?
Yeah, man. Y'all, hey, make sure
AI
y'all keep.
Judd, IT.
Make sure y'all keep Big Judd in your prayers, man. He going to do the Lord's work.
That's
man.
it,
You
right.
know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
That's
Y'all
it.
clap y'all hands for that thing, bro.
That's it. Crazy. All right, hey, Turtle Water. Let's get started. We got, hey, family, y'all gonna love this show. Hey, let's get started with our script.
Psalms chapter 142 and verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me.
So we at Bible Belt Unchained are trying to unchain the Bible Belt.
That's right.
The Bible Belt is actually off the chain. With all the Christianity going on,
Right.
with all the, we just heard about twerking in the street down in Montgomery.
Oh yeah,
Hey, and these and
Mad
all these, I bet you they was Christians.
It's a mad
Christians.
shooting
They was at
last
church.
night. It was what?
14 people got
14 shot, 2 of them died.
Yeah, hey,
Wow.
that's the Lord judgment.
Shout out to the Christians.
Shout out to Christian Church.
And
Shout out to
wasn't
Club J2.
Wasn't it homecoming week?
Homecoming
all
week.
the
Yes,
Greeks
sir.
going, all the Greek parties and all that. Yeah.
All the
Oh, I
Greeks.
got your notes.
Shout out
That's
to
what
the
Bishop was talking about last
Shout out to the
night.
Greeks, man.
Bishop was in the spirit.
Yeah, man.
Hey, shout out to Bishop Nathaniel. All praise the Most High.
Yeah, man.
He's in the spirit.
All you Q dogs that mad, send an email. You know what I'm saying? You're a Q dog that's
Hey.
upset, man. Send an email.
All right, hey, what's our sponsor today, Officer Israel?
Oh, man.
Who's our sponsor?
As always,
Could we forget?
you know how they pull up. You know what I mean? Potato pop. That cool, refreshing treat. So we can just pull it up. Welcome to the cool side of the pillows. Is what they tell the children once they kidnap them. So it says, too good. Welcome to the family. You know, you want to zoom in. They got these. Y'all remember those old Ninja Turtle ice cream balls?
Oh,
With
man.
the eyeballs that was like gum.
Oh, yeah.
That right there on that pop is not gum.
Per 30.
Them perk 30s.
Perk
he got-
30s on that ball.
He hitting them off with the perk 30s, man. He got 3 of those things.
3
on
of
the
them in
side.
there, bro.
The kid just realized, like, what? That's what I just swallowed. And I don't know who that is right there. Who the guy
Bro, you
with
sleeping
the child, but he looks very similar.
You sleep with his eyes open.
Somebody that we all know. Potato Pops, handcrafted pop, you can't refuse. That usually have an underline under there because you literally cannot refuse it. Once you get 2 or 3 drops of them perk 30s,
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's over with, man.
That's it. You know what I mean? So with them sponsoring us, I'm sure we're gonna have a good show. Whenever we have Potato Pops here, it's always a delight.
Always.
Let's see what we got today.
Hey, all praise.
Why 69 God at?
Yeah, bring out the 69 God of
There's
the
so
week.
many of them. Good Lord.
69 God.
We gotta wade through all of the 69
That's a
guys.
lot of
Bruh, it's a
Boy,
lot.
That's crazy.
They might
It's a
start a
lot.
fraternity.
Dang.
Months
They
ago-
probably a part of a fraternity.
Then months ago we issued a challenge.
Yeah, we
if
did.
they
Just
can,
one
if
week.
y'all could just
Months
go
ago.
1 week.
1 week.
1 week.
Just 1 week.
1 hour.
Leave the children alone.
No 30 minutes without molesting anybody, please.
They're trying to catch them boys all day, ain't
Gotta catch them all.
Oh man.
All right, let's go.
New Orleans Archdiocese agrees to $230 million settlement in clergy sex abuse case, attorney said.
Did you say $230 million?
Millions.
Take me off.
Is
Take
that-
me off.
The New Orleans Archdiocese on Monday agreed to a $230 million proposed settlement for survivors of clergy sexual abuse. Attorneys for some of the survivors said Monday. The agreement paves the way for a final resolution to years-long negotiations amid a series of similar settlements from the Catholic Church. The Archdiocese had announced and made that it would pay at least $179.2 million in response to more than 500 abuse claims.
So wait, whoa. We can't. That's a lot of money, bro. And then this is the Catholic Church.
Right.
So the Catholic Church is loaded to really hide these pedophiles.
Right.
They have funding to hide these people. Because why? Didn't you just read it again about the 5 cases?
No, 500.
500
cases.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
The Archdiocese had announced and made that it would pay at least $179.2 million.
And that's at least. That means they can go above that.
And then look, it says afterwards, it says the block of attorneys said they oppose this amount because they consider to be lowballing the hundreds of survivors. Meaning like that 170-something million for what the amount of the victims and what they experienced, that's a lowball number.
Lowball.
Like we need more than that
They
for
give
what
you
they
Chick-fil-A
experienced.
tickets. $10, man.
I think, so I just looked it up. The percentage of those who actually report sexual abuse is 25% or less.
Right.
Wow.
The amount of people that actually report sexual abuse.
So we gotta do that like times.
So that'd be times 4
Yeah.
at least.
4. Right.
So there's been at least 1,000 cases in New Orleans.
Damn.
You know, which this thing has happened. But why they ain't getting out? Why they ain't getting no type of media attention?
Yeah, where's the press at?
You know what I mean? What the press
Christian
at?
apologetics at, bro.
Where are they? Y'all supposed to be defending the faith. Why aren't y'all defending the faith against pedophiles?
Cause they Christians. Catholics and Christians.
They are.
Huh.
They read the Bible. And a lot of apologists, they go hard on Israelites, but they don't go hard on
They don't.
Christian pastors. They don't go hard on devil worshippers. They don't go hard on Gnostics.
They go hard on
Yeah, they go.
They go hard on a couple things now. They be going hard.
You ain't lying.
Hey,
Perk 30 ain't stopping them.
keep going.
In response to more than 500 abuse claims, which the block of attorneys said they oppose because they consider it to be lowballing the hundreds of survivors. We knew this was a bad deal, and we knew we could do better. And we have, the group of 10 attorneys said in a statement, the power of no force the Archdiocese to come up with significantly more money. The Archdiocese had filed for bankruptcy in May 2020, rather than handle each abuse claim separately, which survivors point out allows church leadership to avoid facing tough questions in court.
Whoa. So wait. So now they're getting softball questions in court. So they're paying their way really to an easy trial.
What's crazy is they went so far as to we filing for bankruptcy. They want so much. They want so much money. It's like Jesus ain't giving us enough to pay for all these cases. You know what I'm saying? We ain't getting blessed enough to pay for all these cases. Let's go ahead and file for bankruptcy. And they doing that to avoid having to face tough questions in court. Like we don't want our leadership. Like, hey, didn't you say in this Skeeter Jean when he be having the transcripts for the kids?
Man.
Like that message here that you said you would put this in here. What do you mean by that?
Yo, those transcripts be crazy. Like, you want to tell her what you said? Like, yeah, no, I didn't know her age. Well, that's
She
weird.
says it right here.
She says
She says it right here.
And immediately afterwards, you said you would like to do what to her? Like, that thing is crazy.
And then
So,
we talking about lawsuit settles, but why ain't nobody in jail?
right.
Exactly.
Why ain't nobody going to prison behind
Facts.
this, man? What that's that?
But they just gave Diddy 4 years though.
They gave Diddy 4 years. You kill a dog, hey, bro.
That's life.
You done.
That's life.
We're not defending Diddy by no means,
Nah.
but
Right.
But we are comparing.
you know what I mean? Like, but that was what he got charged for was supposed, grown women.
Right.
I mean, it's all wicked, it's all evil, but those grown women, they essentially
Allegedly.
agreed to what they was gonna do.
Yeah, it was consensual.
Now these right here is kids.
Yeah.
Them that right there,
Kids
little
on
babies.
kids.
Kids on kids.
Kids on
On
kids.
kids. is what they had. Now these here little babies, and ain't nobody get held accountable. 230 million for supposedly 500 victims. That's less than $500,000. So someone's virginity, a child's innocence, only costs less than $500,000 to the
Dang.
Catholic Church.
Dang.
So you got $500,000, you good to go.
So in essence, that's like you said, also in essence, if you got the right skin complexion and you got the right dollar amount, then you can do what you want to underage
Yes,
kids.
sir.
That's it.
That's
it.
Good old white America.
That's how you know it has to extend further than just the Catholic Church itself. Like it's like these things don't stay under wraps.
No.
Just from the Catholic Church.
No.
It got to be other people that's involved in that. Who's
And these are-
willing to keep these things covered up.
These are supposedly conservatives.
Right.
So the conservatives are doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, give me a scripture real quick. Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. Just to show that, especially y'all brothers and sisters that's in the church houses, y'all need to leave. Y'all should have left yesterday. Because we're actually showing y'all we have to unchain the mindset in the Bible Belt.
That's right.
Y'all are fooled, beguiled, and thinking that this is of Christ. You really think Christ was doing this? Is this an example of Christ? I'm gonna show you who is it an example of. Read that.
Matthew chapter 12 and verse 25.
Uh-huh.
And Jesus knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
So if a house was divided against itself, it wouldn't stand. So going back to what you said, officer, why aren't these people in jail? They have the same house.
Right.
This is why. Keep reading.
And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself.
Read on.
How shall then his kingdom stand?
So how in the world Satan's kingdom is going to stand if he's divided against himself? So this makes a lot of sense with the apologists. Why y'all not going after these people? Because y'all are Satan himself.
They say
Y'all-
you can't go after daddy.
You can't go after
our
daddy.
father.
Right.
Daddy is the Catholic Church is the daddy of all Christianity in America.
Right.
It is the forefather of all Christianity in America. It's just an offshoot of it. So read that again.
And if Satan cast out Satan,
Read.
he is divided against himself.
So you apologists, now I see why you're not going up against devil worshipers. I see why you're not going up against the Catholic Church. I see why you're not going up against the atrocities that happen in the white church
Right.
pertaining to the black church. And we got some videos today that they going to be talking real greasy. So I want
Wait.
y'all,
Hey, Spear.
hey,
You can't be using
we
terms
got
like,
to.
Can't be
We
using
got
terms
to.
like greasy today, player. We're gonna have to refrain from terminology like greasy with what we're gonna be talking about today. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
it's either gonna be greasy, they sticky, whatever. Hey, what you want? What you want? What you want? All right, so read that again.
And if Satan cast out Satan,
Uh-huh.
he is divided against himself.
Read on.
How shall then his kingdom stand?
It won't if he was divided against himself, meaning it's still together. Christianity in a whole is still together. Read.
And if I by Beelzebub cast out devils,
Uh-huh.
by whom do your children cast them out? Therefore they shall be your judges.
So you see that? They was calling Christ the devil. And this is the Pharisees and Sadducees calling the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the devil. Read.
But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of God, then the kingdom of God is come unto you. Or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house? He that is not with me is against me.
Read that again.
He that is not with me is against me.
So, Christian church apologists, y'all are not with Christ. Y'all not following the commandments of God. Y'all not showing the love of God, which is the commandments, the laws of God. Y'all don't even keep the high holy days. Something as simple as that. So I know without a shadow of a doubt, you apologists, you Christians, you Catholics, y'all are not of God.
That's right.
All right? You got more to read on the article? If not, we can move on. It's right there.
The Archdiocese called the updated settlement a significant step forward for the benefit of all claimant survivors in an email statement. Survivors have until late October to vote on whether or not to approve the settlement. If approved by 2/3 of survivors, payments could begin disbursement by next year. At this point, I'm not aware of a single attorney for an abuse survivor that opposes the plan, said Brad Knapp, an attorney from a committee representing abuse survivors. With all the abuse survivors' attorneys supporting it, I think there's much less chance that it get voted down.
Oh, wow. Hey, actually, we could just stop right there because we see that Satan ain't divided against Satan. The Christian church is in league with the government,
Right.
is in league with the legislation system
Right.
to protect themselves. Y'all all one and the same.
Right.
Y'all all one and the same. All right,
That's
what we
right.
got? What we got next? What we got? I know it
Got
was
some videos on this good white Christian
why
love.
Christian.
White Christian love.
Why?
Christian love.
You gotta love the white Christians. They
Good
Sounds so
white
sweet
Christian
when you
love.
white.
I'm telling you, when you're being loved by them, you don't need enemies.
Right.
Exactly.
Say that some
It's like,
Well, realization
Is this one?
that the
No, not that one. It's hold on, let me see. Where is it at?
it should be the very first one, right?
Yeah, it should be
Very
that
first one?
nationalism.
Oh yeah. Hey, buckle up, family.
White Christian nationalism.
Yeah.
black preachers and black people confuse
Not
black
that one.
dignity.
No, it's Edomites talking. It's two Edomites. It was the first video.
What?
No, it's not the first one. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, it's towards the bottom.
Right, right there. Go up.
Right up. Right up.
Right there.
Play that joint.
Yep, drop that.
But I feel say that
Hey, hit the link, y'all. Call in. Call in
Call
the link,
in.
man. Hey, if you disagree with the topic,
say that somebody
call in. Hey, I see people in the comment talking this and that. There's a link up there at the top. All you got to do is hit it, and we here. All right. If you support white Christian nationalism, sexualizing kids and all that, hey, call in. Call in because we don't support that. Go ahead.
say that somebody was coming into our church and they're black.
I'm not a pastor, but I feel like that would be a preferable.
Turn it up.
Turn it up. We
Would
can
they
barely
be
hear.
eligible for membership in our church?
Turn up that speaker.
Yes, of course they would. They'd be eligible for membership in our church.
Oh, thank God. I think the video's over now.
Say that somebody was coming into our church and they're black.
I'm not a pastor, but I feel like that would be a preferable scenario.
Would they be eligible for membership in our church?
Please say yes.
Yes, of course they would. They'd be eligible for membership in our church.
Oh, thank God. I think the video's over now.
But would they be permitted to participate in, embody, and practice what I would call black culture generally in our church?
Oh, damn.
The answer is absolutely not.
I'm guessing you're going to allow.
Hey, you might have to start the video over. Turn it up. Is the volume on the video turned up? Hey, start it over. Start over. Hey, why we get this video straight? You was about to say something else?
Yeah. I
Go
was
ahead.
saying,
Switcher.
you know, hey, I want you to go to Psalm chapter 12 real quick, while we're talking about it. Go to Psalm chapter 12. I want to read verse 8. In light of the things we just read, we just spoke about as far as, you know, the 69 guy of the week, along with everything else that's going on in the news. You know, there's a lot of people who have done a lot of vile things, and it's not being brought out on that public stage because who it can implicate and the things that's going on. It's not just the Catholic Church. Right. You know, Catholic Church can't exist without the support of those who are in authority.
Right.
So let's read that in Psalms chapter 12 and verse 8 real quick.
Psalms chapter 12 and verse 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted.
The Bible said that the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. So if there's wickedness going on in all these different places of the earth and all these different subcultures, whether it's through religion or politics or sports, wherever it's at, that's because vile men are the ones that's exalted right now. Vile men are the ones who are in the position of power right now. That means that they're okay with the state of the world. They're okay with the children that's going missing every year. You know what I mean? Right. How many young missing black girls is it right now? We're over like 90,000.
Yeah.
You know, we're over like 90,000. And nobody's talking about that. It says wickedness is going to walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. When those vile men are in position, this is the outcome that we get. You know, and that's going to be further substantiated through this white Christian nationalism. All right, we good with the video?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go back to that.
Somebody was coming into our church and they're black.
I'm not a pastor, but I feel like that would be a preferable scenario.
Would they be eligible for membership in our church?
Please say yes.
Yes, they of course they would. They'd be eligible for membership in our church.
Oh, thank God. I think the video's over now.
But would they be permitted to participate in, embody, and practice what I would call black culture generally in our church?
Oh, damn.
The answer is absolutely not.
I'm guessing you're going to elaborate.
Why? Because the characteristics that mark black culture as a generalization in the same way Paul's talking about Cretans on Crete.
How long do you think he was waiting to call black people Cretans?
They are evil, murderous, violent, bestial people.
Bro, you have a dead rodent on your face.
They steal, they kill, they destroy. They are sinful to the core.
Bro, it's crazy.
Wait.
This sounds like Mormonism right here, man. That's what it sounded like. They said our black Negro skin
stink.
Your black Negro skin stink.
Who wants to be a part of a church like that? I beg your pardon. But you're an evil nigga, murderous nigga.
Right.
He said they steal, kill, destroy. In other words, you saying they the devil. You saying
exactly.
Satan. Like
that's it.
All Christians, when they describe Satan, they be like, yeah, he steal, kill, destroy. In other words, like they got that whole phrase. Like if you saying that's black people, you calling them the devil without calling them the devil. That's what they saying.
That's that devil's food cake, man. You know, that's why devil's food cake is chocolate. And angel food cake is white.
Yeah. He going deep.
Yeah, we did
Going to the psyche.
Yeah, going to the psyche of it.
Snacks, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, that's the same way. But what he said that is black. He said that's black culture.
Yes. Yeah.
He said killing, robbing, stealing is black culture. But the attributes that he listed, everybody is supposed to leave from that when you come into the church. Right. You know, like anybody who had that type of background, that you have to stop that to be a part of the body of Christ. So he's saying that essentially what you're saying is white people don't do that. That's what he's saying. Because they don't have to depart from their culture. So they good already. Who got to depart from the culture of being evil and wicked is y'all black folks. That's what he's saying right there. But yeah,
I beg your pardon.
That's what he said, man.
And I want to read this real quick. So it's something called and what he's doing in this clip is called a hasty generalization.
There it is.
Right. It says a hasty generalization is a logical fallacy where a conclusion is drawn from an insufficient or representative sample of data. This often leads to incorrect assumptions about a larger group based on limited evidence. The issue is we would agree that a lot of our people don't have. The issue actually is that we don't have a culture.
Right.
Like we suffer from a lack of identity, a lack of having a culture, and what he's ended up doing is he's tying all the negative propaganda or stereotypes or connotations that's put in the media, and he's making that generalization. Oh, this is what black culture is. Well, ultimately, to be honest, that is the minority of our people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we want to talk about what stats actually show, like, majority of y'all are leading in damn near every crime statistic. Right? It's not Negroes. It's not black people.
Nope.
Right? So for you to take that limited view of what you see on TV when you see the rappers, when you see these sisters being over sexualized, that y'all own the companies and you allow, right? Like, you can't say that that's our culture.
Right.
Like, that's BS. That's a lie.
And officer, real quick, officer, to your point, to show that we have been discontinued from our heritage if we don't have a culture over here. Right. We're just following the culture of our slave master. Right. Give me Jeremiah 17:4.
Bring it out.
Because we have to bring it to the Bible. The Bible is that filter with the garbage that we're hearing right now. Read that real quick, reader.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
So God was speaking to Jeremiah, but he was talking to him in the sense like your entire nation, including you, is going to discontinue from your heritage. When you look up in the scriptures what our heritage is, especially in Psalms 119, 113. Let's get it real quick. Psalms 119, 113. No, 111. 119, 111.
Psalms 119 and verse 111. Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever.
So we was going to discontinue from the testimonies of God, which is the commandments. So with us discontinuing from those things, that means we're not going to know what holidays to celebrate as a people. We're not going to know how to dress as a people. The civility is going to break down because love thy neighbor as thyself. We're not going to know what that is based off the lies that was told to us when we got off the slave ships. Right. So according to the scriptures, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we don't have a culture. If you're so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American and you're worshiping Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Christmas, these are Caucasian customs. Actually, other nations' customs imbued on us while we was in slavery. Has nothing to do with us. Even the first of the month. I'm sorry, the New Year's. Right. New Year's in the dead of winter. Right. You telling me God is bringing new life in the middle of the dead of winter? Come on. What the hell is this? This makes no sense. So this means that the mindset of Israel is based off their oppressor, not of God. Finish that scripture out in Jeremiah now.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
Read on.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
You see that? Because we discontinue from keeping God's laws, which is our heritage, God was going to cause us to serve bondage and rigor under our enemies. So that means all the things that they taught us, Christmas, Christianity, New Year's, what is that? Halloween. All these things go against what God is. Right. So we honestly listening to the heritage of the devil's seed. Right. That's really what we're listening to. Finish that out.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger which shall burn forever.
Because we pissed God off. That's our punishment. Right. All right?
It's just the one part about him saying that our culture. Can you go back and play that little part again? Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I ain't heard the video before. This is my first.
This is a live tape.
I want you to go back to say so he can tell us what black heritage is again.
To participate in, embody, and practice what I would call black culture generally in our church.
Oh, damn.
The answer is absolutely not.
I'm guessing you're going to elaborate.
Why? Because the characteristics that mark black culture as a generalization in the same way Paul's talking about Cretans on Crete.
How long do you think he was waiting to call black people Cretans?
They are evil, murderous, violent, bestial people.
Bro, you have a dead rodent.
Bestial.
Please stop. Can we go to Genesis chapter 27? And we want to talk about people's heritage, about being violent, about robbery, taking things that's not theirs. Actually, before you read that, read Deuteronomy 2:12, right? And then you got to ponder upon the reason why it's saying that. You see how I use the word ponder?
Ponder, yeah, that's a big word.
Dark side just took a word. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't speaking religion no more. It's a dark side word now. Ponder upon.
Ponder.
Deuteronomy 2:12. Deuteronomy chapter 2 and verse 12. The Horims also dwelt in Sierra before a time. But the children of Esau succeeded them when they had destroyed them before them and dwelt in their stead.
So how Esau get that land?
That's a good question.
Was it
That's a
through
good question.
violence? Was it through murder and killing?
No, also they voted. They voted.
Resulted to that more beastly nature, like they said. They said we'll bestial.
Yeah,
You
bestial.
know what I mean? The only beast that was there is the people that came and killed these people out their land and took it from them.
And they were giants.
And they were,
That's right.
big men. You know what I mean? So it said he came and took the land from them. Read on.
As Israel did unto the land of his possession, which the Lord gave unto them.
But the difference is the Lord gave us our land. Esau took it. How did Esau take it? Can you go there now in Genesis chapter 27? Start at verse 38. Let's see how Esau get that land.
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
He was wailing. That boy was wailing like a wolf. He was like,
Nigga, you get.
Read on.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above.
The dew of heaven covers the whole earth. It says Esau is going to be dwelling everywhere on the earth. Read on.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
And that's how they're going to be able to dwell everywhere. It's through the sword. That's the blessing that they got. The blessing that they got is violence. Murder.
Kill. Bestial.
That's their heritage. That's their culture. That's their culture. Yeah, for the so-called black people that's watching, you got to ask yourself, I mean, well, how you get that last name Johnson?
Bring it out.
You know what I
Them
mean?
the real questions.
Mr. Jackson, how you get that name, bruh? You know what I mean? Why you share the same name with another nation of people? You know, you don't see that with other nations. With black people, we share the same name with somebody else. How'd that happen? Because somebody used the act of violence to put us into a certain position of servitude.
There it is.
Slavery.
God
said that they were going to dwell wherever they wanted to dwell. They're going to live wherever they want to live. They're going to be able to do it by the sword. Continue to read.
And shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
And he did that, but then he returned to try to rebuild his position afterwards. So we were talking about a people who has a nature that's centered in violence. It's just crazy that they always jump to black people like that.
Always.
You know what I
They're
mean?
talking about themselves.
Yeah, because when they doing that, they were referring to black on black violence. What every grouping or nationality of people, the majority of the violence that happened within that particular demographic happened from the people within it.
Right.
Like the majority of white people that's being killed and robbed and so forth is happening by other white people. The same thing with blacks and Japanese and Chinese. You know what I mean? But they try to use that demographic and put that out there in the media like we these super predators, like they said.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
the
no. Their heritage is the one that's based in violence.
Definitely.
And what's interesting is we know for a fact that that's not something that the dude don't understand why he's saying everything that he's saying on here. But the real thing that we trying to get our people to see is Proverbs 10:18. Is you got to ask yourself, well, if this man, he doesn't seem like an idiot where he don't know what the stats say or how different environmental conditions can make people do these things that he's talking about. Like, he understands these things clearly, but why would you still say this stuff? It's because of this right here.
Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 18. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool.
Because he's purposely trying to slander black people. Number one, why would he want to slander black people? Because he has hatred for black people. Very simply. But I can't, but in today's time is very, unappealing. It's not attractive for you to just come out and be like, yeah, I hate niggas. So what you got to do? You got to hide that hatred by you lying, by you putting propaganda out there to make us look less than what we actually are. And guess what? What's so crazy about this is you got a whole other demographic of people that they will cancel you off the earth.
Right.
For, you know what I'm saying? For saying anything off the earth. For you saying anything close to this about them as a whole.
Can't even use
So you
that.
don't lose your job, you just lose access to earth.
Yeah, bro. You will no longer exist.
Hey, let me get Ezekiel 35. Let's get that.
There you
35 verse 5. What happened? Hey,
He
gotta
coming
get
out
one
blazing.
for the non-dark skin, bro. I'm not light skinned,
That's
bro.
it. I mean, you
Gotta
read
get
it,
one.
though.
You know, think about this, right? Think about if they saying all this about black people, saying that we are murderers and we do all this. So why hate the Israelites when we say we are being better fathers? We raising our kids. We promote marriage, right? So why hate that? Why are we a cult now? We are being. This is the opposite of what you're saying we are. So you see examples of us changing our lives, but even when we're doing that, we're a hate group.
You still black though.
So what's the problem now?
You still black.
You still black. It's something else, right? So it can't be those attributes of that. So let's get that. Ezekiel 35, verse 5.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Okay, what does the word perpetual mean?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
You over here using
Hey,
definitions?
man, I'm trying to get my little dark side in right
You can't be using those definitions and whatnot.
Hey, can you get that definition of perpetual? Hey, we doing it live, y'all.
Doing it live.
Hold on, I might have it. Hold on. I got you.
Perpetual. Let's get the definition of perpetual.
Perpetual, continuing or enduring forever.
Forever. They say they have perpetual forever hate. Read it again.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Everlasting. Go ahead.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Hey, the white man has always shedded our blood in the past, in the present, and they gonna do it in the future. I don't care how much you cozy up to them, how much you love them, how much you want to marry them. They gonna hate you. Read.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
Did it say that they voted? What you were saying, also, did they vote?
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Was it about politics?
No.
No, by the force of the sword. Those are the vile people of the earth, the base man, as the scriptures say. Read.
In the time of the calamity, in the time that the iniquity had an end.
Okay, that's all I want on that.
Man,
Hey.
You better read your Bible.
all I gotta say is I hope they get in the picture that now is not the time to be, openly, like, they gotta understand that this type of information or these type of topics where you talking about the issues that black people got, like, y'all are not the people to be delivering those messages.
No.
Right.
Especially when you're a part of the cause of why a lot of issues we have. So I hope recent events will let you know it's probably not a good thing to be speaking publicly about issues black people got. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Hey,
stuff could happen to you.
There was one thing I wanted to say, because they'll say, Stick, that, well, he didn't lie. What he said is it's not a lie necessarily. We just spoke about the shooting that happened down in Montgomery last night, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But the thing is, it's a lie because of the way that the story is framed.
Yep.
Right? When you manipulate the audience perception, of what's really going on by emphasizing certain parts of things and not speaking about others, that is still a lie.
Right.
Because now you have framed other people's perception on the entire situation because of things that you emphasize and things you choose to leave out. That's still a lie. You still dealing deceitfully.
Yes.
Can we read that in Ecclesiastes chapter 7?
Bring it out.
I want you to read verse 13. Because if you choose to leave out certain details because it's going to give a dishonest view on the topic, that's still a lie. Ecclesiastes 7, let's read
What
verse
grandma
13.
used to say, you're going to tell the story, tell the whole story.
Right.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 13. Use not to make any manner of lie, for the custom thereof is not good.
And that's how a lot of these negative connotations got placed upon so-called black people anyway, because it's a certain level of framing that shows that is deceitful, that makes people have a particular outlook on our demographic of people. When you choose to leave out certain details and emphasize others, it's still a lie. Even if what you're saying is true, you choosing to leave out certain things still makes it a lie. I'll give an example, right? Let's say a very simple example. Let's say a brother is running late somewhere, right? He's supposed to be somewhere. Let's say 11 a.m. You're supposed to be at this particular place. It's 10:50 and you say, hey, I forgot my license. I got to go back home and get it. You may have legitimately forgot your license. You got to go back home and get it. But is that the reason why you were late?
No.
Because you could have just left your house,
Right.
and now you realize that you ain't got your
forgot your
license.
license.
But when you put, I left my license, now it's framed in a manner where he wasn't late. He was already on his way. So he went back to get his license. And now he come.
Right.
You still lied. That's the point. You know, you still lied because you were being deceitful. You framed it in a manner to make people think that this is the issue. That wasn't the issue. The issue is that you stayed in the bed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Same thing with you know, our the caucasity of this Edomite for the statement that he just
Caucasity.
made.
Come on, that's not an everyday. That's not an everyday dark word. man.
Caucasity.
Dark side taking all the words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
man.
We taking all the words over
Caucasity.
here.
That's
You know,
right.
That's what he did. He framed it. He's framing it in a particular manner, while he's omitting other obvious factors that go into the story. Well, go ahead.
Go ahead with the rest of the video.
Her face.
They steal, they kill, they destroy. They are sinful to the core.
Are
Golly.
we listening to this?
They have besetting sins that are like fatherlessness, sexual immorality. They molest children at a high rate.
Oh, wait, whoa. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Right.
Stop.
Nobody believes that.
Stop.
Oh,
He
wait.
didn't just say that.
he said that.
Wasn't
He
there a
didn't say that.
statistic that showed that if, like, for kids,
Yes.
the safest person to go to is a black man?
Come on.
That's right.
That's statistically proven.
Outside of the statistics, we've been doing this show for about 17 weeks. And out of the 17 weeks, it's been 16 white men that we done pulled up that done raped children.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on.
In that Catholic church, the one we put up today, it said over 500 victims. Remember, it's 25% or less that actually report.
Yes.
Well, who are these Catholic priests? It ain't no Negroes up in there being
not
the priest.
Negroes.
Who is it? Who is it that got the altar boys trying out? You know, coming up there to go what they call it? The eucalyptus
I
bread
have
or
no
whatever.
idea.
I don't
I can't
know.
even lie to you
Yeah,
like
they
I
had
know.
they had the little kids there. They got their piece of breads.
Oh, the
put it on their
Eucharist.
tongue. The Eucharist bread. I said eucalyptus. Hey, put the eucalyptus on your tongue, it's gonna be a different story, man. But yo, when they got the Eucharist, little Eucharist bread,
Right.
putting it on their tongue, got them trying out. They ain't no black folks.
No,
you know what I mean?
not
Not
at
at
all.
all. Nah, you know exactly who that was. But somehow, black men are the ones you need to run from because they raped you. Come on, bro.
Get out of here.
Come on, dog. I
Get
mean,
out.
even he know that's not true. You know what I
He
mean?
know
Like,
that's
you
not
know
true.
That's not true. That's crazy work,
But
man.
that's just the level of hatred, you know.
Yeah.
And it's good that white people can show their hatred. We prefer you to show it than to hide it, you know, because at least we know what we dealing with.
you
But
got hate in your heart, just let it out.
yeah, just let it out. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
you got
right.
black Christians who love the white man so much you want to lick his boots. You know what I'm saying? And because he said in the video that we will allow you in our church, but you can't come in here with your culture.
Right.
And you
Can't
have
say
black
nothing.
people that would hear that and still try to go to the church, not realizing that the only reason they let you in there is to extrapolate. Like that word.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
See,
my
they
God.
using big words today. What's going on with the dark side today?
Extrapolate
Yeah, got
all
the
of
words,
your
bro.
all of
Hey,
your
Judd,
resources
I hope
from
you're seeing
you know
this.
what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy? Because they say people try to frame it as if we make it an issue about. We don't make nothing about color.
Nah.
We don't teach nothing about color whatsoever. You could be the lightest or the bright. You know, you come from the sea line of Israel. Ain't no issue.
Right.
They make it. He just made it about color.
Yep.
Hey,
We don't say that.
You know, Joel 3:3 right quick.
Bring it out.
Read that right quick.
it out.
Man. So these folks are liars, man. Read that.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and had given a boy for an harlot,
A boy for what?
for an harlot,
And what else?
and sold a girl for wine,
Uh-huh.
that they might drink.
This what they've been doing. This is their nature right here.
Yes, it is.
That's their nature.
Yes,
That's
it is.
Bible.
It said boy and a girl. It didn't say a grown man and a grown woman. It said
Right.
a boy and a girl.
Although he liked them too.
Hey, I said he liked them too, but this is their nature.
Hey, and give me Psalms 58, verse 3. Yeah, start at verse 2. Because y'all eat them. I like the way y'all lie. Because y'all actually proving us right. Y'all proving the scriptures to be true. The more that y'all show y'all hate, the more that y'all lie about simple topics, y'all prove the Bible true. Read that.
Psalms 58 and verse 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth.
So you weigh your violence of your hands, you would get like a percentage of collateral damage of your own just to destroy your enemy. That's how much violence is in y'all mindset. Just to destroy your enemy, you'd be like, you know what? We could risk 10,000 of our people to kill our enemy. Yeah, let's do it. That's collateral damage to y'all. Lives are collateral damage. Read.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Y'all ain't right. When y'all born, y'all ain't right. It's something ain't right about y'all spirit.
Right.
Well, even when y'all cry out, y'all lying. Read.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
So when y'all lying. When y'all hit the ground, y'all lying. Y'all just a walking, talking contradiction of what not to be. Y'all really are the inverse of what righteousness is. Y'all are devil seeds. Y'all are Satan's children.
Right.
Finish that out.
The devil's advocate.
Finish that out.
Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
And think about poison, family. Poison is meant to be injected into the body, and it slowly kills the host. Some poisons have faster effects versus others, but it's a slow death. And then it comes out of the adder's mouth. So it shows you that Esau, his poison is his media, his propaganda, his lying opinions. That's his poison. And what does he do? He would go all throughout the internet, produce this poison, and keep replicating the poison till people get bit. That's why you got black Christians now. That's why you got some of our people would go to his church. Because that poison has hit their minds to the point where now they are dead to their own spirit.
Like a lot of those black conservatives.
Oh, yeah.
Like a while back, years ago, I used to watch these two brothers called the Hodge twins. Long time ago.
Yeah.
Like it was
all kinds of games.
All kinds.
Oh.
Not no more. They call the conservative twins now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they changed. They changed their whole
that's
MO.
what they call. They call the conservative twins now. And they use all of the same talking points that this man is using right now.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Just to talk about that small percentage that you said of our people.
Yep.
Most of our people are conservative. They don't want to be in the street doing wickedness. A lot of our people work hard. They work 9 to 5s. They're honest jobs. But then you have that little percentage of nigglets. Niggly bears.
They want that. They want to use that minority to represent the majority. Now
that's it.
But the crazy thing is if we do that, you know what I'm saying?
But we can't do that because as a majority, Esau is a violent people. Finish it out. You gonna see? Finish that out.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
Read.
Which would not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely.
So meaning you cannot woo Esau. Esau is all about emoting. We just read how he cried a river to our forefather Isaac. Emote. Yes, they emote. They have, it's nothing in them. They're lies. They have nothing in them, family. They emote. They'll produce an emotion just to see how you react. You know what that's called? That's called witchcraft. That's called manipulation. That's what they are about. They about manipulating people and other things to get what they want.
It's called
yes.
White man.
That's him. All right, is that it on this this video? Because I know we got some more.
Yeah, it's like I think a couple seconds left.
Yeah, finish it out.
He said they gonna molest children. Wind that back a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta go back. You gotta go back just a little bit.
Yeah, that
the nerve of him to say molesting children, you liar.
That's crazy.
You liar.
He pulled that right out of his behind.
Murderous, violent, bestial people.
Bro, you have a dead rodent on your face.
They steal, they kill, they destroy. They are sinful to the core.
Are we listening to this?
They have besetting sins that are like fatherlessness, sexual immorality. They molest children at a high rate.
Uh-oh.
We're going to talk about black people molesting children at a high rate. You're a Christian pastor.
All of any criminal statistic.
Even the white man don't believe that.
Come on now.
I love it when Edom be fighting Edom. I love it. When they go at each other, I love it. What was you about to say, officer?
Nah, I just said, man, like Esau cut him, bro.
Good.
Like,
You're
a Christian pastor.
Like they're known.
You know, if you're gonna say anything about anything, that whole child molestation thing, just leave that alone. Like you can say whatever else, but don't bring that up. You're gonna lose that battle. 10 times out of 10, you lose that one.
And wait a minute, he talked about all this stuff. What about the Pilgrims? Weren't they Christians? Yeah. Weren't they Protestants?
Bring it out.
What happened with them and the Native Americans? What happened to them in Jamestown?
Steal, kill, and destroy.
Didn't in Jamestown they wanted to get some of the Native American tribes to lead them to certain places? Then they turned on each other and started to practice cannibalism because they couldn't grow crop. And you trying to tell us we are the most violent? Y'all kill yourself, and then to preserve yourself, you'll eat yourself.
Man.
Like, come on now. Even the Native Americans didn't want to deal with y'all. They left y'all in the wilderness. Because when they started to see Becky get hit with a hammer and ate up by these men, oh, nah. They was like, nope, we gone.
Yeah, they was swift of foot then.
Bruh, we was like, nope.
Had feet like Hind's feet. They got them
They got him out of there.
Well, even though look who, you know, he's saying all this stuff about us being like that, but look who the representatives of the so-called black community they put in front of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They put the drug dealers in front of us. They put the athletes in front of us. All these brothers have all this self-wealth in front of us, right? They put the baby mamas. They promote that stuff. The music, all that's come from Edom. You know what I'm saying? And they say, well, this has to be their culture because look at all the rappers and the entertainers that's out here speaking on their behalf.
Right. But that's a part of a lie that they constructed themselves.
Correct.
To produce throughout the earth. And their lie is media, social media, all forms of media.
Right.
And then I forgot to even mention, just to bring up Native Americans, appreciate it, officer. Wasn't Pocahontas a girl?
Yeah.
What happened to her?
Look her.
She was the most beautiful girl in one of the tribes. And didn't John Smith, a grown 30-year-old man,
He said, I need that.
was like, I need it.
I need that.
And wasn't he a Protestant Christian man?
A good Protestant Christian man.
So what are you talking about, Edom? Come on now. The more lies that you come with, we're going to go to history to prove that you are a liar.
Get out there! That nigga is get out there!
All right, let's go to the next video. And yes, Esau, y'all the real niggas. Because niggard means a stingy, greedy person. Y'all are the real niggards. I got a whole chapter about y'all being niggards. It's called Obadiah chapter 1.
All right.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 4. Let's get it real quick. Let's show the world that they are niggas. N-I-G-G-A.
Wiggles.
Wiggles.
Nah, they niggered. Niggards. They niggards.
1:4.
Yeah. About them stealing grapes.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 4.
Get it.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars,
That's
then-
space travel. That's the flight. Read.
thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord.
So the Lord is gonna start to bring you down, Esau, when you start going into space and flying and all that stuff, right? That was the beginning of your end. Read.
If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
So check this out. This shows the difference between the violence of the nations. When Jake go in a house and steal something, won't they just steal your TV? Something like what they think, some shoes,
Maybe some piping, maybe a catalytic converter.
a catalytic converter, even that.
And lead the whole
Steal
car.
some copper.
Leave the whole car.
They
I don't
good
know.
to get you for the catalytic converter. Most time they lead the car. Nowadays,
Yeah, I got hit
a lot of these
also
young boys,
with that.
You got hit with the
Bruh,
catalytic converter.
in Aniston, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
Jay will steal some copper. They'll rip they'll rip copper from a whole house.
Yeah, they'll rip the carpet and they'll get them pipes, but they leaving the house though. You know what I mean?
They leaving the house, but they gonna take.
You know what I
You
mean?
gonna have no
They-
plumbing and no AC. Hey, Jay will steal now.
All the copper.
They're still.
But wait.
But some gonna be left though.
Exactly.
Some is left.
But what's the difference between a robber? We comparing it with the wicked of Jake and the wicked of Esau. Read.
If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
They would. They'll leave some grapes. Yeah. Read.
How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
So Esau don't even leave grapes. They'll steal the dirt in which the grapes was in. You know what that's called? Still in the land of Israel. You know what else that's called? Still in South Africa. You know what that's called? Still in America from the Native Americans. Still in South America from Northern Kingdom. And was it by voting officer?
Yeah, I don't think it
was it by religion?
Hell no.
Jesus loved you.
They did bring some religion.
It was
the
devil.
Jesus, the Jesus that they brought was putting niggas down. You know what I mean? Like that Jesus right there was diabolical.
I beg your pardon.
that Jesus was putting people down.
He stole the caves.
Yes.
Yeah.
He stole the caves.
Kick the bears out, dog. He's like, yeah, get up out of here, man. His eyes not Yogi.
So
hit the bricks.
This man's mindset is totally different. Where he can steal a landmass, he can steal a people, and he can even steal the identity of God's people. This is a different type of man we dealing with.
Esau trying to steal space. Goddamn.
Yeah, he trying.
Who owns space? Esau. We do.
We got that.
We own the moon too.
We on the moon.
The void out there. Oh, that's mine.
That's mine.
Esau. Wow.
It's crazy.
How you steal space?
And you trying to say that our people are the most wicked? Get out of here. They trying to have real estate on Mars. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
You better read your Bible.
Go ahead with the video.
Yep.
Your fault. Yeah. Stop blaming it on other people.
Hey, listen.
It's your fault.
Start it from the intro first, like the first couple seconds of it, and then go to that 3 minutes. Because you just got to.
If slavery never happened.
This intro is just going to prep you for the
caucasity.
Yeah, brother. It's ridiculous.
The caucasity of this niggard.
Go ahead.
Happened. Then you would be in a grass hut. Yeah. Right. Well, we need reparations. Your reparations are that you get to live in America.
Bam.
How you feel about that, Officer Israel?
Reparations.
Our reparations is just to live in America.
Live in America.
Hey, man.
The land.
Sometimes you gotta take what Master give you. That's what he said. He's gotta live in the land.
You gotta take
hey, man. I mean, we ain't getting no reparations. If you expecting to get reparations for, they put you on a slave ship.
Yeah.
Brought you over here. 100 million died in the Middle Passage, and you still here in slavery, and you think they finna give you some money?
Hell no.
Are you
Just
slow?
wait on it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, wait on it.
Wait on that. Hold your breath until you get reparations.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It ain't happening.
They gonna pass out.
It ain't happening. You know what I mean?
Read Ezekiel 35.
There you go.
To the point that Officer Keaton made earlier about, because America was never theirs.
Nope.
Neither was the land of Israel's theirs, the people that's claiming it now. But how did they get the land? Because the Lord gave it to them. You know why he gave it to them? Because we strayed away from what God wanted us to do, and that was to abide by his commandments. Read verse 1, and then we're going to jump to verse 10.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 1. Verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
So if you didn't know, Mount Seir, Idumea, Edom, Esau, that's the white man. That's the Romans. That's the Americans.
Right.
All the people that run this world today, that's them. The Irish, all that. Verse 10.
Verse 10. Because thou hast said these two nations.
So the two nations that's being referenced right here is Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. Go ahead.
And these two countries.
Those same two countries. Go ahead.
Shall be mine. And we will possess
So
it.
what two countries did Mount Seir possess? 1948? With the Balfour Declaration, that's when they claimed Israel to themselves. And 1776 is when they claimed, in 1776, July 4th, when black people love to celebrate Independence Day.
When they had
when you was
ribs.
Ribs and ham and all that.
And blowing their finger off with them M50s.
Yeah, man, that's crazy
That's
work.
crazy work. Their finger getting blown off.
A whole hand off, you know what I'm saying, celebrating the 4th of July. It's crazy work. And not even realizing that you was a slave during that time. So the two countries, Israel and America, is what Mount Seir captured during they conquered. And they still own these lands today.
Right.
Go ahead.
Whereas the Lord was there. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord God, I will even do according to thy anger, and according to thy envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them.
Out of thy hatred against who?
against them.
Now, and these are just a few videos that we showing you, and it's crazy to me how black people can see these videos and still go to the church on Sunday.
Right.
You can see these videos and still want the white man, still want to hug him, still want to be beside him, still want to be involved in his politics and his economic system and his church system, as if he's going to give you something to take back your land, as if he's going to just give it back to you. Reparations will never happen.
The foundation. They'll say that this is a Christian country. It's a Christian nation. The
Christian values.
Right. The values in which it was established on are not Christian. You can't
Exactly.
find those things in the Bible. The fact that there's even a question about reparations show that it's not a Christian nation.
Exactly.
Because if anything is owed to somebody, it's supposed to be paid to them in the same day.
If
Can
this
you
was a
read-
Christian
if
nation.
It was a
If
Christian
you
nation.
was a Christian
Can you read that in Leviticus chapter 19 real quick?
Bring it out.
all the way.
Leviticus 19, let's read verse 13.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 13. Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning.
I mean, how long we been supposedly out of chattel slavery?
Come on.
I mean, it's been more than a couple nights. You know, we done passed several mornings.
Several mornings.
And we still ain't got that money yet, boy. They still ain't cut that check.
Still ain't cut that.
They still ain't cut that check because it ain't a Christian nation. If it was a Christian nation set up upon Christian values, it wouldn't even be a question about whether or not reparations should be received, because whatever was due would have been paid when the work was done.
Right.
This place does not follow Christ. Go to that now in Jeremiah chapter 22.
Bring it out.
And verse 13. Jeremiah chapter 22 and verse 13. And let's see, now it is historically it was referring to our people, but it also transcends because we in Babylon today. We in Babylon today. Jeremiah 22, let's read verse 13.
Jeremiah chapter 22 and verse 13. Woe unto him that builded his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong.
The Bible says it's going to be woe or destruction to them that build up their house on unrighteousness. Right. I mean, y'all could be the judge. Is it righteous to put people in slavery for hundreds of years? Is it righteous to hang men and women and children from trees so they can be examples to the other people around?
Right.
Is it righteous to burn black men, women, and children at the stake? Is it righteous to rape black women and children and men? Use the babies as gator bait. Is that righteous? Having them labor in the fields for hundreds of years to build up the wealth of this country, is that righteous? Right. Read the verse again.
Woe unto him that builded his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that using his neighbor's service without wages, and giving him not for his work.
So if they're not going to do that, how then can you then say that this is a Christian nation? That so-called Christian pastor that we just saw in the video prior to him, he's talking about all these things that's supposedly black culture. Well, we're reading about Caucasian culture right now. And they're not following nothing that the Bible says.
Nothing.
All the things that's supposed to be granted to black people, that's not us begging for a handout. We know it ain't going to happen. I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? Us as Israelites, we already know it ain't going to happen. We know the nature of Esau. But if you, for our so-called black, Hispanic, Native American brothers and sisters out there, if you're expecting to get some type of reparations, my boy, I mean, you might hang it up, my man. Hang it up, my guy, because it ain't happening. If it ain't happening by now, what makes it ain't gonna happen?
Right.
Come on, man.
We've been voting for what? How many years?
Voting for a minute.
And still voting. Waiting for the next
Ain't
president to
nothing.
do something.
Man.
Go ahead.
All right, let's go ahead with this beautiful beam footage, because he's just proving the Bible to be true right now. Read
Your
that.
fault. Yeah. Stop blaming it on other people. It's your fault. Because here's the deal. It's like, well, slavery. The richest black people on God's green earth are African Americans. If slavery never happened, then you would be in a grass hut. Yeah.
All right, stop.
All right, well, we
So he said if slavery never happened, we would be in a grass hut, correct?
That's what he said.
That's what he said, right?
That's what he said.
Now, give me Joel chapter 3. Because Esau, because y'all are a violent man, because all you know is violence, we're about to show you something.
He said you never was nothing. You never gonna be nothing. You still ain't nothing.
You ain't gonna be.
Read that Joel chapter 3, I think verse 4.
Joel chapter 3 and verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?
So this is our God saying that he's going to pay back Tyre and Zidon. Those are rich African nations, and the coast of Palestine, which is the Arabs or the Arabian man. Y'all have a payment unto the God of Israel to pay. And our God pays in blood.
Right.
He don't take gold. He don't take money. He pays in blood. So y'all got to pay him for
That's
that.
right.
Keep going.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
So the silver and the gold is twofold. It goes into the riches that y'all have stolen from us, as well as the people, which is the gold and silver of God. Read.
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border.
So it says that we were sold. So think about it. The Arabian man and the certain African Nilotic nations gathered us up and sold us unto the Grecians. The Grecians is Edom. In this context, it's Edom, the so-called white man, right? So what is the purpose of slavery when you just really think about it? You need free labor in order to get certain things done in either your land or your house. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this shows how lazy y'all are as a people, not to farm yourself, not to pick your own cotton. You had to rely on another group of people, send them through slavery and ships. And because you had an advancement on weaponry, because that was the blessing that you was given, the art of war, now you try to say that the best thing that happened to black people was to be in slavery, but that's actually the best thing for y'all. Because if we wasn't in slavery, America wouldn't be here. America wouldn't be the superpower of the world right now. The inventions that came out was by Israelites.
That's
all
right.
The different commodities was by Israelites.
So who would be prompted to make that type of thing? Like, you got to think. Are you trying to figure out ways to, let's say you out there, you looking at this big field full of tobacco, corn, or whatever. Who is it that's really looking at this field like, man, we got to figure out a better way to do this?
Hey, but
it ain't gonna be
But
Caucasian.
officer, that's to my point.
Right, that's what I'm
Check this
saying.
out. I take this personally because this goes to my family. My family on my dad's side was the inventors behind the cotton gin. And they at that time they called it the mule train. So you know why they did it? To make work easy for themselves. They made work easy for themselves so they could do the amount of quota, the astronomical quota that Esau put on my ancestors, to do it at a good enough time so they can get back home, rest, and do it all again the next day. So going to your point, it doesn't make sense. Why would Esau make machinery for these said things when all he want is the work to be done?
And he already got the slaves to do it. So
That's it.
It's no incentive.
He's lazy.
For them to want to make the process easier, because in their mind it's already easy because they don't got to do nothing.
They don't have to do. See that? They don't have to do nothing.
And
You're lazy.
The statement that he made about, if it wasn't for us, we'd be living in the hut. You do know, like, civilization started in Africa, right? You do know that, right? You do know, like,
King,
like Caucasians, y'all, like
cave.
Historically, what I just said, you didn't bathe yourself until you came into
Bring it
contact.
all the way out.
The Black Plague happened because they was nasty as hell.
Right.
Black Plague.
European civilization was modeled after what was in Africa. You know that, right? Like,
Of course he does.
your model of you having a house, having a shower, having water, like aqueducts and conduits coming into the city. Black people did that, right? And then, it's just crazy to me. But you just say, we lucky, because otherwise we in grass hut. No, you
You lucky.
you probably wouldn't be here right now.
Exactly.
Telling you how to take a bath.
Hey,
That's
also,
right.
The reason why we're in this situation is because of sin. Let's go back. Can we get go back to Obadiah? Go to the white man book. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the white man book. Put that
what
picture.
you mean by the white man's book?
The Obadiah is dealing with Esau.
Okay.
Right? That's what I mean by that. That's what I mean. So don't take that any kind of way. I'm sorry. Hey, flip that thing back on the screen right quick. Just don't play the video. Just put that picture what you got up there on the screen.
Put the thing on
Obadiah
the screen.
verse 3. Now look at this. Look at this right here. Now this is I'm gonna read verse 3. Watch this. And just look at his posture. He got his legs crossed. He's in his kingdom. He feels happy. He feels safe. Right? He probably making a lot of money. Right? Read that.
Obadiah verse 3. The pride of thine heart had deceived thee.
The pride of his heart had deceived. You think about white people. They can't be in the sun. How are these superior people? They can't be in the sun long. They get sunburned.
The sun hate them.
Bro, the sun hate them. They back look like leather if they stay out there too long. Like a leather belt. I'm serious, Rito.
The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks.
This is your heritage. You dwelt in the cliffs of the rocks. You are the original caveman.
That's right. That's it.
You are. You the original caveman. If they didn't have Gillette razors, the white man would be walking around here looking like a Sasquatch. they would literally be looking like a Sasquatch. Read on.
You know
Whose habitation is high.
Hold on.
You know they got a brand of soap.
It's called Sasquatch.
Yep.
Read on.
Whose habitation is high.
That's why they like skyscrapers. They like to be up high because it makes them think they're at home in those cliffs of the rocks. Read.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
His posture says, I can get up here and say what I want to about so-called black, Spanish, and Native American, and who is going to bring me down. But, sir, I have to say, verse 21, this is what's going to bring you down.
Bring it out.
Verse 21, and saviors.
Who?
And saviors.
We the saviors. Knowing who you are, knowing you're an Israelite is power. Knowing that we the savior is power. We not African American. We not black. We not niggas no more. We can read. We the saviors. Read.
And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the amount of Esau.
That's when we gonna get our get back right there. We don't want your damn reparations.
Nope.
You ain't got enough money in your bank. You ain't got enough gold. You ain't got nothing that's gonna compare to this. Read that again.
And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the amount of Esau. And the kingdom shall be the Lord's.
The kingdom shall be who?
The Lord's.
Not no dirty Edomite, Harry, can't stand in the sun, cheese eating, don't wash their hands when they go to the bathroom.
Get 'em.
Edomite. All right? Go ahead, dog.
Yes, sir. What I want to say about this is, what's crazy about this is people, they will only get away with this when they're talking about black people. Right. And the reason being is because I gotta dress it up nicely. So
dress it up nice.
So awesome. Get the show shut down. But if you're saying that if we didn't go into slavery, we would be in grass huts, somebody could hypothetically turn around and be like, well, if I don't want to dress
certain group of people,
a certain group of people, if a man with a very peculiar looking mustache then do what he did to a lot of them, they wouldn't be in a particular land in the Middle East today. You see what I'm saying? Like but if somebody was to say that, again, canceled
off the earth.
Off the earth.
You canceled off the earth.
That's the goal, player.
Right? So again, when a lot of these white people are doing this, they are showing you that they have covert hatred for you.
That's
You
it.
know what I'm saying? And they saying all this inflammatory statements
Bring it out.
to show it. They just won't come out and say, yeah, I hate niggas, like the Klan would, like a couple, decades back. But they hide it behind saying stuff like this, like we would be in grass huts. What the hell are you talking about?
Right.
We would be in some damn grass huts.
Right.
And the problem with this, I want to read one thing. Sirach 13.
And what you're saying is about they hide it covertly. You remember even in the medical apartheid book, they did all type of experiments on them. You had a EMT said he used to deliberately give black babies the bigger needles.
Right. Yeah.
Bro, that's hatred. That's hatred. He used to deliberately stick our black bodies and black babies with thicker needles for it can hurt worse. Yeah.
Dang. See, give me Sirach 13, 20. Start at 22.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 13 and verse 22. When a rich man is fallen, he had many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken. and yet men justify him.
Now I don't know this individual's, red man's financial situation, but it's likewise both with rich and famous people, influential people who got
Power.
a pedestal, or even a platform to be able to speak like this. They end up being very influential to people, even though if they say things that they should not. They misinform people, say things that's not true. But just because who they are and the fact that they saying it, you got a lot of people that's going to cling to every word.
That's it.
Keep reading.
The poor man slippeth, and yet they rebuked him too. He spake wisely and could have no place.
But let it be somebody that's like, you don't have that platform. Like you're not well known. You're not famous like that. You could be saying things that could be true. But it's like, nah, we ain't trying to hear you.
Right.
Like, nigga, where you live at? What kind of car you got?
Right.
Yeah, that's maybe the first thing. If you
Where you work?
Yeah, it's like if you prove yourself to be, you have more true information than another person. That's the next step. They go, what? You ain't got no more money than me. What your bank account look like? Right. I'm fresher than you. Look at my watch. It's two of your houses. Like, what are we talking about? Right. Keep reading.
When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look what he said. They extol it to the cloud.
And this is the issue. When you have Caucasian Christians that come on platforms and talk like this, and you got people that will back them and support what they say and end up believing it, it ends up turning to something way bigger, which is crazy to me because a lot of people that wear small hats, they understand this concept, and that's why they got all these organizations where if it sounds like you saying something against them, let's put these niggas in jail. They gotta go. Because you understand where these things can lead to, right? So I'm telling you, we gotta pay attention and mark those that's speaking like this against us.
We gotta rebuke them.
Got to.
We gotta rebuke them.
Go ahead.
And that's why we on every platform. Pace Saints Radio just left off not too long ago. We got Lions Den that's coming up. Every week we out here teaching the gospel to cast down the imagination that these ish people speak against the true Jews, according to the Bible.
And these are the worst type of Edomites right here. But go ahead. Let's play that.
Need reparations. Your reparations are that you get to live in America.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
Keep going.
You're welcome.
You get to have the Christian religion.
That's
live
right.
better than your ancestors.
The greatest moment in history
Oh, yeah, he finna get.
Oh, wait. Keep going.
He finna say some crazy stuff.
for any brown or black country is the moment that the white man's ships arrive on your shore.
Dang. Dang. Hey.
That's that pride, bro.
Yo.
I beg your pardon.
Dang, bro.
It got bad real quick.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
I beg your pardon.
The caucasity of this Edomite.
Oh man.
The caucasity, because it's like he know what he's saying is lying. He's lying because when Christopher Columbus came over here and he saw Gad and Reuben living, didn't he mention about the aqueducts that they had? They looked very rich. They had gold coming from their vesture, things of that nature. But now the white man is the best thing on the earth? No.
White man, the best thing could ever happen.
No. What was that show, Hell on Wheels?
Yep.
When they talked to Geronimo and they was like, "Oh yeah, we can give you a deal on your land." Like, this is my land. How are you gonna pitch me a deal with my own assets? That makes no sense.
That's a wild statement that he made, though, right? He said, the best thing that can happen to you is when a white man's ship comes to your shores. Hey, read first.
It's like you had Christianity.
Read first Maccabees chapter 1 real quick.
Potato salad with raisins.
In verse 9. Yeah, you
diabolical as hell. You got potato salad with raisins.
Shotgun peppering out potato salad with raisins.
Bro, what the hell?
What is the
Mayonnaise warriors.
potato salad?
Come on, bro.
Oh, man. First Maccabees 1, read verse 9.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth.
No, ain't no good thing coming when they pull up to your shore. The Bible says evils are going to be multiplied. And that's exactly what happened. He said, you get to come into the Christian religion. The Christian religion was forced upon us, both in Africa and over here. You ever heard of the Crusades? The caucasity. We were forced into that religion by force of the sword, and if you didn't convert to it, you were killed. It's the same thing happened over here with Northern Kingdom. When they didn't want to accept that religion of Christianity, they were killed. They were hung. In fact, in groups of 13.
Yes.
So how then can we say the best thing that can happen to you is when Caucasian ships come to your shore? Whenever Caucasian ships came to any shore, destruction quickly followed.
Disease.
Manifest destiny followed, which is just death.
That's it.
And I wanted to add too, since the conversation that they having is and making reference to reparations, Deuteronomy 30 real quick. Every time a conversation, especially with black people, they talk about reparations, it's always in the form of money. And we was having a conversation yesterday about something that's way more important than like you trying to get paid back in some monetary way. Because what we experienced and what happened to us and what was taken from us cannot be repaid monetarily. Like it's not gonna happen. It's impossible. But God is offering our people reparations. We gotta understand what it is, what it look like, and what we gotta do to get it. Start at verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee.
Which both we have experienced both of those things. Our ancestors experienced blessings when we were in our land, and immediately when we were taken out, we started to experience the curses that Moses described. Us being scattered across the earth, going into slavery on slave ships, having to work, having no ease, being in sorrow of mind and the heart. We experienced those things, some of them even still to today. Right? Keep reading.
And thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee.
Read.
And shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So the purpose of the Lord bringing us to these places is so we could eventually get to the point where, you say, you know what? God had to, what's the point of God putting us here? It had to be some message or some, what they say, a lesson out of this. The lesson is he wants us to come back to him and do what he always been telling us to do, which is obey him, keep his commandments.
That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy God has scattered thee.
Read.
If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee.
We reading the start of what God's reparations looks like. Out of all these places where all these bestial Caucasian people scattered us, he says he gonna be gathering us from these locations. Read.
And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it. And he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers.
What a lot of us don't consider and think about when we think about reparations is the re-inheritance of our land.
That's it.
That's what we don't think about, because guess what comes with a land? What all comes from the land that we get? That's where you get your food. That's where you get your water. Your livestock live off the land. Your building materials. You got precious metals that come from the land. You got your energy. So everything that builds a country comes from a land.
That's it.
Everything. That's what we should want back, and God is promising he would give it to us if we do what he say. But guess what? He sweetens the deal, though. Keep reading.
And the Lord thy God will circumcise thy heart, and the heart of the... Excuse me.
Just jump to verse 7 for time.
Verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Because guess what? He's not just, okay, he punished you, taking you out and bringing you back home. No. Those people that's responsible for your oppression, for your persecution, for you having to sit around and listen to these, I'm trying to use some nicer words.
Do it.
But say evil.
Dark side.
Dark side.
Do it 'cause the dark side been converted.
The dark side compelled.
Let the evil flow.
That's saying
Don't take it
evil
dark
like
side.
this, they not getting away scot-free.
Right.
But let's say, hell no. The curses that he made us experience, guess what they got to do? They got to experience.
They got to drink that cup.
The shoe going to be on the other foot. And we going to be sitting there like, hey, wear your bootstrap, put the laces in your bootstrap. Put your bootstrap. The best thing that ever happened is when God put y'all in chains. When we put chains on, that's the best thing y'all could have asked for.
That's true reparation.
Very true.
It ain't 40 acres in the mule.
Come on now.
It ain't being in the political system. It ain't voting. You know what I'm saying? True reparation is what the officer just read. That's what the Lord going to give us back. Our land and to put our enemies in chains.
That's right.
And black people don't even want land or a
They
mule.
don't. They don't see the significance in
They
it.
don't.
Yep.
If black people had a choice,
They get money.
they're gonna choose money.
Yep.
And
Paper.
all that money gonna be given right back. Cadillacs
Cadillacs and Newports.
But then the same
Boom.
money that
Economy,
they
boom.
have, if you look on the dollar bill, the $5 bill, the $10 bill, whose image is on that money?
Right.
It ain't
Your
your
oppressor.
people.
Right.
It's your oppressor. You know what I mean? So it still makes no sense.
You still can't rise above your estate, even if you got money. I mean,
That's
ask
it.
LeBron James. What they spray paint on?
LeBron
that?
James.
Ask Oprah Winfrey. What store that shit went in? And they talk,
Was it Switzerland?
Yeah, they said she couldn't buy a purse or something.
yeah, was it Louis or I forget what store.
I forgot what
something
store,
else.
but
She got a wake up call then, even with all that money. You know. But yeah.
so wait, one more script to go into the inheritance and reparations. I'm gonna get two scripts. Give me Psalms 94 and 21st. We're gonna read this real quick because Esau, y'all love to hide behind y'all false, fictitious laws that y'all actually have slighted against our people. Read that.
Psalms chapter 94 and verse 20.
Read.
Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which framing mischief by a law?
You see that? Y'all frame mischief by a law. And then it says the throne of iniquity. So we already know the throne of sin is Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. We know that y'all are the throne of sin. But it says that y'all frame mischief by a law. So the laws that y'all make are actually slighted against us. The different black codes that was made, the different laws that was made about vagrants' rights, the different laws that was made about the farmers and sharecroppers at that time. And it's still going on today. There's a such thing as black farmers being mistreated and getting sold false GMO seeds by Monsanto's. That's still going on to this day.
The American Farmers Association is comprised of less than 1% of so-called black people that's a part of it. And 1% of them are the only ones who's able to get the loans that's required from banks to get the heavy machinery that they need. So, you know, you're 100% right on that.
So these laws are slighted against the nation. So y'all weaponize law. Y'all weaponize television, media. Y'all weaponize music. I'm showing y'all, Israel, that Esau is the most violent man on the planet Earth.
Right.
And then with that weaponization of law, right? In the reparations, you know that you must be called or you must identify as a nation to even be classified for reparations. Mm-hmm. You can't identify a nation that don't even know they a nation.
Right.
Exactly.
So even in y'all law, y'all know y'all did evil, but then it's like, hey, y'all got to identify which nation y'all come from. Because if y'all can't, we can't give y'all reparations because we don't know who to give it to. Give me that now in Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1.
And also they be saying, I'm a proud American, black
Right.
American. So
You've been assimilated.
They're further detached from what that true lineage
Heritage
is.
and lineage is.
They're not even looking for it.
So and that's the issue. That's the issue. We're not looking for it, but God is going to bring it to us if we repent. Read that.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 and verse 1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth.
You know Solomon talking to us right now? He talking through time. We are these kings and these judges that's rising up in these last days. Read.
Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations.
Read on.
For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest.
You see that? Sovereignty and power comes from the Lord. The only way we can get that, family, is through repentance. We can't go into a weaponized system that is slighted against the nation of Israel, which is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We cannot go into that system thinking we can win. No, we have to go according to God's system, which is repentance. Finish that out.
Who shall try your works and search out your counsels?
God is. So if we were to return back to our heritage and start to repent, that's how you remember who you are. That's how you return back to your nation. And then God is going to give that increase. God is going to give that sovereignty. You know what sovereignty is? Power. Right. Because how can a man that stole God's jewels and that the earth belongs to God's jewels, how can he pay you back? The whole planet belongs to us. So how in the world can a man pay us back in money with his face on it? I want y'all to make sense of that.
Malcolm X made a very, very heavy statement. It says, he said, so when is it, at what point is it that Black America is supposed to start to heal after you've been stabbed in the back? He said, is it when you pull the knife halfway out? It's like, no, you ain't healing then. What if after you pull it all the way out? He said, no, you still ain't healed then. What about after it gets stitched up and then your skin codifies and heals back together? He said, what about then? Has Black America been made whole? Like, no, because now the wound is there. So there is no amount of reparations that can right the wrong that has been done to Black America.
That's
and if you're looking for reparations, that means that your mindset altogether is in the wrong place. So,
all right, let's get this next video.
Bring up the next demon.
The next demon.
Bring forth the
demon.
demon.
Bring forth the demon. Come on, IT. Where y'all at?
Yeah, transition that thing over. There we go.
Well, realization that the Negro is a human being like anyone else.
Mr. Hasty, what did you think we were before you began to think of us as human beings?
Well, in a way, we thought of you almost as a very superior pet. Something, or rather someone, we had to take care of. Because we had to do so much of their thinking for them. We had to do almost everything for them except living their own lives. Anything outside, we had to do.
So y'all see the mindset of Edom. And actually, this is the mindset of liberals. Liberals feel that they have to codify themselves to try to help Black people, and that Black people are always in distress. This is the mindset of a liberal right here. I know it probably went past y'all minds, but this type of talk is the mindset of a liberal.
Democrat.
Then, think about it. He said that, oh, now I see you as human. Nah, bruh, we beyond that. We're not, we may be in these earthly bodies, but we're nowhere close to human. We're nowhere close to that. Give me that in Psalms 83. 82 and 6. 82 and 6.
And this is how they all feel about us. You know, although this video may be old, there's still the same thought process is amongst every Edomite, whether they're nice to you or whether they're mean to you. You know what I mean? They still feel the same way about us. That's what make America great again means. They wish they could put us back in slavery again.
When the ship showed up.
Yeah, when the ship showed up. That's when America was great.
This?
All right, get that real quick.
Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High.
So let's just do some deductive reasoning. If I am a child of the Most High, what does that make me? A God. It makes me a God off rip. So for you to even curl your no lip mouth to say that we are, you look at us as humans now, you're not even human. You are a kind of man. You're the beastly sort. You're not human, Esau. You're not human. So us being gods, that's who you've been keeping in captivity. And you got to pay for that. That's right. You have to pay for that. Messing with God's kids. Right. Just think about any one of y'all kids got pushed over by a grown Edomite or a Moabite. Hey, you think you gonna want to talk it out?
They ain't even got they ain't even got to be grown. You know, it was a while back, a long time ago. You know, I know this one man, like he had a son. You know, his son was little. He went to go pick up his son from daycare, and like one of the kids was like doing something mean to his kids. Like he would go to pick up his son, and he kind of like stepped on the foot of the kid that was doing the bad thing to his son. Accidentally.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? The kid started crying. I was like, dang, man, why'd you step, player? You know what I mean? I don't know what his name was. You know what I mean? But sometimes them things happen. You know what I mean? They got to happen sometimes.
Hey, nah.
Y'all all right?
You sound...
What'd you say?
No, you sound like it was an Edomite that told the same type of story. Yeah. And he was like, he went to the dude that had the issue. He was like, hey, what's going on, buddy? Yeah. And they just bust him in the mouth. I'm like, dang, that's what we do.
Oh, man. Now, that dude, though, that we just listened to, he made a lot of statements. He said that he had to think for us. They had to feed us and so forth. Yep. And to a certain extent, we got to that point. But how is it that we end up getting to that point, though? I want you to read Revelation chapter 12, verse 14. Then we'll go to Deuteronomy 28. You know, we're going to read Deuteronomy 28. And when we're reading that, man, when we really start thinking about it, we'll see how we just started to rely so much on Esau. That's it. Right? But Revelation 12, read verse 14.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness.
The woman is referring to the nation of Israel. And, you know, we got those wings when Rome chased us out of our land. Continue to read.
And to her place.
Which was Africa. So we fled out of our land of Israel. Well, Israel's in Africa, but we fled further into Africa. Read on.
Where she is nourished for a time.
And when we went into Africa, we got transported from there and brought to the lands in which we are settled in today, whether it's the Americas, what's the West Indies, South America, Haiti, all these different places we got scattered to. We ended up in our place. And once we got there, it said we were what? Where she
is nourished for a time and times and half a time.
Right, time 100 times 200, half a time 350. Read on.
From the face of the serpent.
So God said to the nation of Israel, because of the sin that we committed, like Abishai was speaking about earlier, we're going to be cast out of our land and be sent somewhere else where we're going to be nourished by another nation while we're there. That's a punishment. Right. Because we sinned against God, that's the reason why we was subdued by these people who God always deemed less than us. Now go to Deuteronomy 28. I want you to read verse 48.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So God said, because we don't want to serve him, therefore now we got to serve our enemies. Read on.
And hunger.
Stop. It says we got to serve our enemies in hunger. Now you got to think about this. When you thinking about, let's say it's December, and for some reason you feel like you want some raspberries or some strawberries, and you just go to Walmart and you buy raspberries and strawberries, your reliance on God is non-existent. I'm going to tell you why. Right. Because raspberries nor strawberries are going to be growing in the dead of winter. Right. Yep. So that means we have become so reliant on Esau where you go into any of these grocery stores and you just expect all these things to be there any time of the year. Those things don't grow all times of the year. Right. It says that we were going to have to trust on them in hunger. Anything that you want, you go to them for. You don't know how to grow your own things. So when we talk about, you know, when he made the statement about how they had to think for us and so forth, it did end up happening, but it was over the process of times. Continue to read.
And in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. Read. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed
That's the point right there. It says until we have been destroyed. Well, we became completely reliant on it because with any people, once you take them from their land and try to put them in slavery, initially there's going to be a fight. That's human nature. Initially, you're going to fight. But over time, as that spirit get worn down more and more and more, right? Right. Just beating down that spirit like you read about in Isaiah, where we laid our spirits to the ground so they can walk over. That's when we became destroyed. And we became completely reliant upon them. Right? So what he said to an extent is true, but that's because we transgressed against God. That's it. And like officer, like sticking a bush read earlier. If we want to get out of this, it was, you know, sticking a cut. You know what I mean? Because hold on, man, let me rewind that. Because Christians can take that statement, you know what I mean, and do all types of weird things with it. Sticking a cut, you know what I mean? What he read earlier, that's how we get out of this situation. Deuteronomy 30 is how you get out of it, you know? But go ahead.
All right, we got another video. It's a TikTok video.
I got the pictures first.
Yeah.
Hey, pull those pictures up right quick. I just want to show this. I know we doing a lot. We talking about Esau. We getting on Esau. But at the end of the day, our people got to repent, man. This is what it's about. It's about our people coming back to who they are. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show these pictures. This is how they did our children, right? Look,
Never forget the history.
Never forget your history. They taking it out of schools. They doing all this. Never forget your history. Now, this is a probably 2-3-year-old kid out there picking cotton. Let's go to the next one. Look at this. And look at one thing I want y'all to see. These are what them sisters got on. What that sister got on?
Dresses.
All right, sister. Hey, we're going to leave it right there. That sister ain't got on no Daisy Dukes out there talking about it's too hot. She got on a
You better read your Bible.
dress. Let's go on, you know. I mean, next one. These are all young kids that had to endure the same harshness of slavery. Now, let's go to the video. This was in Chicago recently on TikTok.
I'm gonna need you to.
And to your point, Officer, it's how you went to the past, and it's crazy how the internet bridges the past and the present,
right?
To really make it known that it's still being done today.
Right, and this kid is around the same age as the first kid in the that was picking cotton. They probably around the same age.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna need you to explain it to me like I'm 10. I want you to really break this down to me like I'm 10 years old and tell me why ICE agents zip tying black babies in Chicago, because I can't for the life of me understand why this happened. Why was this necessary? These are black babies.
So pause that. This ICE raided a building in Chicago, and they took all the residents out, and they was zip tied and handcuffed and taking the kids out in the middle of the night. So where's the empathy? Where's the empathy from this Edomite that has to handcuff or zip tie a little baby? Where's the empathy in that? Because you know why? What we've been saying all day, they hate your guts. Right. That's why you would never see Jake or so-called black officer handcuff a white kid. You probably wouldn't see no image like that.
Never that.
You know what I'm saying? But these people, they don't care about you. They don't care about us. But go to Hosea 5:15 right quick. And we're going to continue to see images like this. We're going to continue to see our people be persecuted in the streets going forward. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And it may be coming to a city near you. That's why you have to repent.
That's it.
Read that.
Hosea chapter 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face.
The Lord said He gonna go and return to His place till we seek His face. So you gonna keep that hot heat on your, on your A. You know what I'm saying? Northern Kingdom getting it right now, but guess what? It's about to turn to us. It's coming.
They already been deporting so-called black people.
Yes.
Yes.
Snatching them up.
Yeah.
Send them to country they never been to before.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey, ICE, when ICE gets it, they say that we don't need no warrant. So all you sovereign citizen Negroes out here talking about my rights. They obviously they don't have to have warrants to come and put you in handcuffs and take you down to the station.
They're taking a baby.
They taking a baby downtown. They said, look, if you got a warrant or not, we taking you, and we'll figure it out the rest out later. Right? So you can hang your sovereign citizen papers up or this and the third. They coming for you. You have to start repenting. The Lord said He gonna go and return to His place. Read.
In their affliction, they will seek me early.
In our affliction, now we gonna start seeking the Lord. But He gotta do what? He got to afflict us. He gotta put that pain. He gotta put that punishment on us. Because if not, y'all niggas still be out there twerking in TikTok videos. Y'all still be out there making dumb rap videos with money stacks to your head if the Lord don't bring the pain to your butt.
I don't see how somebody can look at this and not feel some type of way about it.
Yeah.
I don't see how they get. But the thing is, they're gonna feel enraged for a time. Yep. They're gonna go right back to the same thing they've been doing. The points you're making is very heavy, officer. Hey, go to Baruch chapter 4 real quick. I want you to start at verse 14.
Hey, also that cop said he told the little kid, he said, "Oh, you don't get me with the gun and the diaper trick."
Man, the old gun in the diaper trick.
Man, put the cuffs on.
Dang.
Leave, man.
That's wild.
Wow.
Baruch 4:14.
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 14. Let them that dwell about Zion come, and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting have brought upon them.
Read.
For He had brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation.
What?
A shameless nation.
I mean, putting a little baby in handcuffs is a shameless act. Like, what is it that baby's going to do to the point where you have to put handcuffs on them?
Gonna traumatize them.
Yeah,
That
is traumatizing. But the thing is, they don't care about us being traumatized from what you were just mentioning earlier from that medical apartheid. The psychology, mental health is a thing.
Yes.
And when they scoring this young man at this early of an age, they don't care nothing about him.
Yeah, that's the game. That's
yeah,
the
like
plan.
he's tough, he's strong, he getting whatever. They just do whatever. Continue to read.
And of a strange language, who neither reverence old man nor pity child.
They don't pity no children. They don't pity no children. Well, we pity children. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's no way that I have a child subjected to something like that. But like, what did the child do? What could the child have done or could do in the future to the point where you have to put him in some handcuffs?
Right.
Same chapter. I want you to jump down to verse 21.
Verse 21. Be of good cheer.
But God said we need to be of good cheer. Read on.
O my children, cry unto the Lord.
What we gotta do?
Cry unto the Lord.
Read.
And he shall deliver you from the power and hand of the enemy.
The only way we're going to get delivered from the power of the hands of our enemies is when we return and cry unto the Lord. That's what Luke 18 is about. And the only way the Lord is going to hear is when we start keeping his commandments.
Bring it out.
If you're tired of seeing this, if you're tired of seeing our people being oppressed in this manner, you got to repent as Israelites.
That's
you got to return back to God and keep his commandments. One more, read Zechariah chapter 8. Watch this. This is the promise that God gave us. Just popped in my head. Zechariah chapter 8. I want you to start at verse 1 real quick.
Zechariah chapter 8 and verse 1. And the word of the Lord of hosts came to me, saying, Thus said the Lord of hosts, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury.
God said he's jealous over us with great fury. You don't think that Christ is seeing this thing right now, seeing the oppression that's people going through and trying to talk to his father? Is it time for me to go back yet?
Right.
Send me down there to deliver my people so I can bring judgment upon these nations that oppress them. Continue to read.
Thus saith the Lord, I am returned unto Zion and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem.
Read.
And Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of the Lord of hosts, the holy mountain.
Read.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, there shall yet old men and old women dwell in the streets of Jerusalem.
And that's what we look forward to. When we get our kingdom, we'll have the ability for old men and old women to be able to live peaceably in the streets of our city. Continue to read.
And every man with his staff in his hand for age.
Meaning we're going to live long lives. We ain't got to worry about being put to death for some felonious charge. Read.
And the streets of the city shall be full of boys and girls playing in the streets thereof.
What they going to be doing?
Playing in the streets thereof.
No, they're gonna be in handcuffs.
Playing in the streets thereof.
And that's what that's the hope that we have in the Lord right there.
That's the reparation.
That's the true reparations that's in store for the nation of Israel. So if you're tired of seeing these things, you're tired of seeing the oppression of your people, you got to return back to God as Israelites and keep the commandments.
That's right.
If you want to get out of this position, if you're cool with this, then just continue to be in the Christian church. Continue to do the same things you've been doing that contribute to the destruction of our nation. But if you're tired of seeing little kids having handcuffs put on them for no damn reason, then you got to repent.
That's right.
That's it. Hey, well said, officer. Well said.
That cop feared for his life.
Yeah. Hey, give me the next video of Pam. I think you already know. Because as y'all saw, family, we brought out different evidence through history, through different periods of time to show the vileness and evilness of this man Esau. So we see that they're the most evil people on the face of the earth, and they create religion to bind the souls of God's chosen. That's the reason of Christianity, to bind us and hold us down away from keeping God's law and from our heritage. Heck, Christianity binds us away from each other.
Right.
It keeps us away. So again, that's why we unchained in the Bible Belt.
That's right.
Because a lot of our people are fooled. Because we're gonna show you one of the biggest fools down here in the South. Because we just read all the evils that happen with the tents of Christianity, and let's see what this ninja got to say.
You use your melanin as a platform for idolatry, and so you're so pro-black, you hate white people. That's looking at a brother or sister with contempt. Or you so evangelical, you so white, you hate black people, you racist, and you don't like them because of something they could not control? Like the Lord didn't give us Ephesians through Paul that divided that line was destroyed, and he said he formed in us one complete body?
About the pop locker?
Yeah, he pop locking.
Crunk, man, it's called crunk.
Hey,
Crunk,
I know y'all been seeing. I know y'all been seeing the memes. People not just now, like in a few years, we starting to realize like all them dance moves that Mario was doing back in the day.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
It was a whole
bro.
bunch of moving, but it
wasn't
wasn't
doing that.
Nah, it wasn't nothing.
That's what he doing.
Bro, doing this, bro. I'm like, is he dancing, bro? I'm looking, it kind of like crunk. You know, that
crunk
music.
crunk
You know
music.
what I'm saying?
But back to what he was saying. You know how Christianity, y'all full of crap, Christians, because the most segregated time in United States is Sunday afternoon. Because there's no such thing if y'all believe in the same God, and if you're talking about the strangers belong with everybody, that it would be a such thing as a black church, and it's a such thing as a white church.
Right.
There would not be a thing. So, Mr. Pam, what you talking about idolatry of skin tone? Because if I'm correct, the evidence that we brought out today was showing how Christianity was actually in the tents of white nationalists, white people, Protestants that weren't your people. Right. This religion was forced on your ancestors, and then the teachings was of the teachings of men. So if we understand that this is a religion meant to hold you back from God's commandments, the only idolatry that I see is you honoring men that don't look like you when you're supposed to. Meaning, you are idolizing Edom, you idolizing Amalek for money's sake over the truth of the Bible. Because, bro, he know that's a lie.
Christ
Everything he said is a lie because it wouldn't be no such thing as a black church. It's crazy.
Christ black.
Christ black.
So is Christ in the middle of his idolatry because he black? He said he was black.
Right.
Revelation 1:14. What did he say?
He said ethnic Jew.
We ain't got to go there. We ain't got to go there.
No, bring it up.
Hey, you know I will now.
Go ahead. Watch yourself for the hand pat on the shoulder.
Yeah, man. Now, let me show y'all.
You know.
I got y'all. I'm gonna show y'all how it goes. 8 minutes. All right. Go to Revelation 1 verse 1. I'm gonna try to do this. Revelation 1.
Revelation.
Then 11, then 14.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
It was like this. So the revelation of Jesus Christ, the revelation means to reveal. Reveal. Verse 11.
Verse 11. Saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest.
What thou what?
What thou seest.
Now he's saying what thou seest. What you about to see.
Mama say, Mama
do
say,
what?
Mama.
Write in a book.
Write it in a book. For the slow people. I feel real retarded doing that. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop, all right, because that's not me. All right, so read it again. He said, what you about to see, I need you to write this down in a book, because it's going to become a time when you're going to have idiots like Pastor Pam saying they using your skin as idolatry.
That's crazy.
But Christ said out his own mouth what color he was. All right, go down to verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So the hair on Christ's head and the hair on his face was white. It was what we call gray today, right? Have you ever seen a full head, gray head, beard man? That's what Christ was. His eyes was a flame of fire because why? He drunk wine. That was the prophecy. Read on.
And his feet.
And his what?
His feet.
Now, if I'm looking down at Christ's top of his feet, that's surely the same color as his face. I can tell what his ethnicity is, right? Read.
Like unto fine brass.
So that brass, what color is brass, brothers?
Brown.
Brown. Hey, audience, what color is brass? That's simple. 1, 2, 3. It's brown. Now, you take that simple brown and you do what with it?
As if they burned in a furnace.
If you burn anything, what color is it going to be?
Blackity
black.
Pam, what color? It's gonna be black. Pam, it's gonna be blackity black,
It's
bro.
gonna be dark side.
It's gonna be dark side.
Exactly.
Dark side.
All right, that's all I want. That's it. That's all I want. That's
Hey,
it.
I did have one video because of the hand motions. I need to play this in conjunction.
Oh yeah, you gotta play that.
Oh
one.
yeah, go ahead.
And after it play, y'all put it on a big screen. I just need you to put the camera back on me just for 1 second. Just play the whole video. It's on 11 seconds.
Please play that.
Some of you will actually have more strength, more power, more tenacity, more grit when you start dealing with these.
Put the camera back over here.
Yo, this brother's strong, bro.
Pause. What's wrong?
What was that double hand action?
Was it double? What was it double?
Was he grinding
double,
pepper?
Double glizzy gripping. Like what are you doing? He's doing wielding glizzy.
He's grinding salt and pepper.
You got to,
Look at that, bro. I'm gonna squeeze the lemon up in that church.
Wait, no wait.
Squeezing the lemon up in
Wait,
that.
no wait.
Bro, go back to that again. Play that again. What's how hard he doing that? Do it again.
more tenacity.
That bro squeezing the lemon, bro.
Some of you will actually have more strength, more power, more tenacity, more grit when you start dealing with these.
That's how he deal with issues right there.
Yo.
He said, when you start, I don't want to do my hand.
No, don't do it.
He said you got more strength and more tenacity when you start dealing with them issues.
Oh.
And he was doing wielding in front of him. That's all I'm saying. So it wasn't like he was doing it close to his body. He was
out.
His hands was out here.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he just made a cracked pepper salad, bro. That's
Right,
all.
right.
Squeeze the lemon in there. That's all.
if you a grown man, you cannot. There's no justification for making
No.
those hands.
No.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not.
you're
We
right.
don't even look. You can't even ring. We don't even ring out rags.
Zoom
like that.
in
You
on
gotta-
his face.
You gotta do it this
Zoom
way.
in on his
You
face.
gotta turn it
Zoom-
horizontal. That's how
zoom
we
in.
ring out rags. You can't. There's
Control
no.
plus that. You can't do it. No. Oh man.
Oh,
There is no
Hey,
reason
man,
for
if
you to
at
be
home,
having.
If you're at home, just you use your fingers and zoom in. Look at it.
Oh man.
So this goes back to the point that Christianity is a docile religion. It teaches God's chosen to be docile and obey their master. And then this religion is very perverted. Very perverted. So one more. We got one more video. Give me the one with the kid looking at Cesare Borgia. We're going to end on this.
Oh, okay, yep.
I want that one because, again, family, we showed evidence that.
Say that somebody was coming into our church
Hold on.
and they're black.
I'm not a pastor, but I feel like that would be a
No.
preferable scenario.
No. All right, so family, we showed y'all enough information today to show why we got to come out of these churches. These churches are not of God. They're of Satan. I prefaced it earlier. The devil can't be divided against himself.
Right.
So why is it that we are getting more flack than Satanists or other Christians that's going against the faith? Apologists.
They made in Rome.
Why are we doing these things? Because y'all are of Satan himself.
Right.
And we're showing you this is the doctrine of Satan and the perversion of Satan.
Right.
For our people to believe in Christianity, you are already bewitched. Play this.
You ain't.
This is the tenacity that we need to attack this false image. Read that. Go ahead.
Drop that.
You ain't him. Bronze skin, woolly hair, that's in the book. But you're just some painted ghost they made in Rome. You're a lie, says Borgia with a halo. I never stop wearing his name.
You see that? You see that? Stop wearing our cousin's name. Stop wearing our king's name on your image. That's the issue. Y'all, and this is a slight against us. This is, if you did this to any other country, you going to war. Right. You defame their prime leader, minister, whatever. You going to war. So
That's
you really
right.
think you're going to defame our Lord Jesus the Christ, the black Messiah,
Right.
and put yo dirty, nasty skin on his name? Nah, it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. All right?
That ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna
That's
work.
right.
I'll put raisins in the potato salad, bro.
Oh man. All right, family. Hey, it is 5:30. All praises to the Most High. I pray that y'all brothers learned something today. Y'all had a good time with us. All praises. Hey, again, this is Bible Belt Unchained. I'm your host, Officer Key Dunn, a.k.a. Spear. To my left.
Officer Zahia.
Dark side.
Dark side. Y'all know what it is.
Officer Jeremiah, a.k.a. Avon.
To my right.
Hey, Officer Abishai, you know what it is. Black Dynamite.
Yes, sir. Officer Soraya sticking the cut. Shalom, y'all.
And again, we are Bible Belt Unchained. All right, stay tuned, family, for Lions Den with the official OC. All right, shalom, family. Most
Saviors of the earth. Y'all know what time it is. IUIC